Elon Musk said in 2023's World Government Summit that there are much more advanced versions of the ChatGPT that we have today that are coming up.
So what really ChatGPT has done is just put an accessible user interface on AI technology that has been present for a few years. And there are much more advanced versions for that are coming out.
Goldman Sachs reports a massive growth of 7% in world GDP due to the AI technology. And it's not surprising since there are hundreds of billions of dollars that are invested yearly in AI as of now. And the field is projected to grow in double digits year over year. So what is all this hype about and what is actually coming up? Well, Bloomberg, the fintech giant, has introduced the Bloomberg GPT, which you might guess is a ChatGPT tailored to finance that is going to be much better at synthesizing financial data while it's trained on Bloomberg's in-house world-class data. And it doesn't stop there. It's also going to take the utilization of Bloomberg's expensive terminal to the next level. So you might be wondering that all of this just benefits the big corporations and proprietary trading shops and the like. However, it doesn't only benefit the big guys. With more advanced such systems, they may be leveraged to detect fraud and mismanagement, and for the very least, they're going to ensure that nothing fishy goes unaudited without raising a suspicion. It can also help us in reading financial documents like the income statements that I broke line by line in a video that is attached in the description below, or help us find specific information for a company that we're looking to invest in, or even give us specific advice to improve our credit score based on our specific financial history. Elon's new venture, XAI, and Apple's plans to integrate AI into its products are even more examples to the enormous surge that is happening where all the big players are joining the AI race along with Google and Microsoft. And that race has stepped up more than a few notches since machine learning became the most popular buzzword.
The massive investments of corporations and technology giants, along with the tailwind from the financing of external investors, are all going to accelerate the rate at which AI-based technology is going to innovate. Based on Sequoia, which is one of the world's largest and most reputable venture capital firms, this is what the AI-powered applications are going to be used. Basically, everywhere from helping developers writing code, and maybe sometimes even replacing them, to generating audio and pitching in sales calls. Based on the report, future projections, and not in the far future, we're talking about 2025, hold ideas that are hard to comprehend where AI can even write better than copywriters or program better than developers, or even provide professional grade images and customize video games. Now, I don't think all of this is only an exaggeration. In addition to the huge amounts of money that is being thrown into AI technology, ChatGPT exposed state-of-the-art AI to the public, which was hidden from us for quite a while, and by doing so, they've added more fuel to the fire, encouraging companies to follow suit and increase the rate of innovation. The rise of advanced AI companies such as XAI, which reportedly Elon has been hiring previous engineers and researchers to from DeepMind, renders the mosaic of our economy inevitable to a profound change. And the question is the nature of that change, whether it's going to be positive or negative. And there are quite a few examples in our history for such profound changes that would point towards a positive outcome, at least in the long term. One is the introduction of the automobile industry that disrupted transportation, that relied on horse-drawn carriages and wagons, and caused related jobs to become obsolete. And while today we can shop for virtually anything online and have it delivered sometimes on the same day, the rise of the internet and e-commerce has killed many brick-and-mortar retail businesses. And as a third, something that I think most of you watching this forgot, is that the development of ATMs has totally eliminated traditional bank teller jobs. And I'm sure there are even more examples, but the point remains that we are undergoing a profound change stemming from a novel technology that is going to restructure large parts of our economy. Even with Sequoia's report that focuses on software and content creation, we are barely touching the surface of what will be possible with more advanced versions of ChatGPT. For another completely different example, with such advanced technology, we can have a free attorney 24/7 that we can train with legal material specific to our situation and use it for negotiations or general life situations. In terms of using ChatGPT today for financial purposes, I found it useful for 3 different ends. The first one is giving me the latest news reports for a company as part of getting more info for potential companies to trade. Instead of reading every article, I just copy paste it to ChatGPT and it gives me a debrief of all the articles without me needing to read each and every one of them. Another task I found it to be useful for, which Google felt subpar, is researching growth companies who innovate in any field that I am interested to learn more about. Soon we might never need to run financial models by hand. I occasionally ask it to run a DCF analysis on a company with the numbers I ask it to plug in to see what the intrinsic value looks like. So while initially the results might be inaccurate, the more you direct it, the better the results you're going to get. And also it's going to make you more efficient and just eliminate lots of menial work anyway. So these are the uses I found ChatGPT to be useful for, specifically for finance and options trading. As a side note, I think that in terms of safety, it is imperative that a tool like that remains private, because if it is open sourced and it falls into the wrong hands, it might end up divulging all of the bad information that it refuses to divulge when we ask it to share something malicious. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below what do you think about the possible and maybe inevitable advanced ChatGPT that is most certainly already under development. Also, if you're interested in fintech, make sure to check the next video where I rank the top 10 fintech jobs, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.